So I'm going to switch now to a bit of a desktop view. Here I am. This is just to introduce the concept of using OBS to make a stream. So actually what you're seeing right now is through YouTube.
Henry, please come to the soundscape.
So basically, like, I've got my channel here, and the stream is going to the YouTube, right, from OBS. So OBS sits on your computer, and it starts streaming. YouTube, it basically streams to the YouTube address, and then YouTube broadcasts it. So I'm just going to finish editing this, what I was doing right now, save. Okay, change the save. Okay, so let's look at the studio, because I've got videos here, right? So this is the current stream that you're watching right now. I've got, it's a live dashboard, so you can see it here, the live stream, the thing that I'm doing right now, that you're watching. This is the stream as it's happening, right? There is a few things here about it helps you start.
Henry, please come to the soundscape.
But you shouldn't really have to worry about this. Once the channel's set up, all you need to do is just click on the stream you want, and then look, what I'm doing, I'm just starting this, so I'm just giving you a brief overview. It's not going to be too much, but in OBS I can control what you're seeing, right? So you can listen to me talking to you right now. I can also play this away from the keyboard image, which is actually a video, right? And if you notice here, I've got sources, right? For this particular away from keyboard AFK, this is all my sources, right? So I have the audio, the music that you're listening to right now. That's the audio playing up there. So I just realized you can't see that here. So what you just saw is the video, right? You just saw that video playing. I'm controlling it here from the AFK place, right? So right now I'm on desktop with camera. So you're connecting, basically the sources I've got for this is the Bluetooth headset, which is not here, laptop webcam, which is what you're seeing me with, the screen display capture. Now this one is to capture the screen, right? The reason why you're looking into infinity is because I am also looking at my screen too. So, and what I've done is I've put this little window of me into the side. So sitting there, and I can actually move it around, right? And this is a way that you can still engage with your audience if you want to, or you can just switch to desktop with no camera. So I've got a setting here, desktop no camera. It should have these same settings, but just screen display capture and microphone, right? So you still hear my voice, you just won't see my face. And alternatively, I've got another one here, which is webcam full screen, which you'll only see me, right? And you'll only see my face. Let's go back to the desktop. So if you notice here, the transitions are pretty smooth. I'm fading between them, right? So really, the main thing that you need to worry about is you need to work out how you're going to set this up. Like, the most complicated thing that I did was probably this away from keyboard thing. Now, if you're going to display a PowerPoint, something like this, you just keep this here, right? Desktop with camera. And let's say, for example, I'm going to talk to my students about Java, right? Load up here. I'm playing a Connect 4 game, right? I'm in the middle of debugging. So let's go back to my, okay. Let's go back and just play a game of Connect 4. Hopefully it's working. There's no bugs. Okay, I'm going to play against the computer. Okay. Alright, David plays column 3. Oh, computers.
Grade 1 need. Please come to the Southgate.
Blocked. Okay, 3. Yeah, I win. Okay, good. Alright, so I played just a quick game to show you. But you can handle your desktop. You can certainly go to your browser as well, which is where I was before, looking at the YouTube video. I was going through my YouTube studio. Now this particular, I've got 2 channels here. 2 channels. One channel is for my middle school kids. The other one I've got for the first program kids that I teach. Only because I want to have a sort of separate one for them, to have kids policies where you can't have comments and there's certain restrictions on the viewing, right? I wanted to just have a separate channel. You can change the details of the channel too, and so this is on the YouTube side. You can make some options here. Like now, the only really options that I modified was I don't even know where they are anymore. Let me see. Settings, no. Channel. Yes. In the settings, I was able to pop a little. If you notice here, if you see down the bottom of your window, let's say down the bottom corner, there should be a little Shinju County icon, right down the bottom right corner. That is actually coming from YouTube. So you're actually seeing that from YouTube, and that's in the settings, advanced, branding, right? So I popped this little watermark down there, and I've got the icon in there. So that's where that comes from. Okay. The other thing you want to do is when you're making a stream, when you're creating a live stream, you want to make sure that. Okay, I can't do that.
Grade 1 need. Please come to the Southgate.
What you want to do is, let me just, for example, I'll just make a stream test. Okay. Now this is public. You can choose now whether it's available for everybody or you just want to send the link to people, right? Or you want to do a test and just have it private so no one has any chance to see it. But you might want to do it unlisted. Change to education. Test for teacher David. Okay, and we can schedule it for later or just turn it on now or whatever. We can start it whenever. I would say most of the time you want to say no, it's not for kids. Wait a sec. So because if you turn this yes, it's not going to work for comments. So you're not going to have comments. So no, it's not made for kids. Easier, right? And so you can have restrictions and things, right? We don't need those, right? So create the stream. Okay. Now with this stream, right, it's going to give you a stream key. If you see here, right, this key is what you can put into the OBS, right? This is how OBS knows where to send it to. So it'll send it to the YouTube server with this key, and then it'll know to go to this particular stream. You do that in settings, which I'll show you later after I turn this off. Right, and so these details are pretty standard, apart from the key. You can copy the key later here. Now, one thing about the key is I want to change this to not normal latency. Normal latency is going to give you about 30-second delay. So I'm changing to ultra low or low, and that gives it real time. I think it's pretty much real time. From my test, it's been pretty much almost instant, and that way you got real time feedback from the kids and your students that you're interacting with, right? So you can see comments. Right now I'm not actually seeing any comments because there's no live chat, but let me give an example. Okay, so I'm gonna try a live chat. I'm just gonna bring up the YouTube video here. Go back to my live stream. feedback. Okay, so I'm going to send a message.
Hey there. Hey, what do you do? Oh, a little bit. Okay.
Okay, so you see, yeah, I'm just doing a live stream. You should be able to see a comment pop up now. Whether I can see it or not, I'm not sure. So I won't see it on this live stream. I'll go back to the other one. So where's my other one? Videos, live, feedback. Right. So now I've got in my videos, in my channel, right? You can get there from here, your channel, right? But in videos, under live, I've got this one. So live stream. I've got this test, the one that I just made. But let's go in here, right? Let's say I'm recording this live stream right now. Right. Here's my live stream, and I can see the details of this one, the one that's working right now.
𝗨𝗱𝗁, please come to Southgate.
Oh, now I'm trying to figure out where to access the live dashboard. And live dashboard here. Okay. I'm gonna get yes. Okay. So if I'm seeing this is what I'm seeing. This is the actual thing that's going out, so I can see the chat here, right? And that's where I can sort of refer to it. Kind of not easy as you're teaching to see exactly what's happening, but that's yeah. I would probably just use OBS to switch if I really want to switch. Like you know, I've got to go to the bathroom, so I'm going to turn this off. Make sure that you're also turning off these things as well, right? I've got control. I can mute my mic, and these are pretty important, right? If you want to keep the microphone off. So it's possible that what you can have is an away from keyboard, just to have an image, which it might be an HCA's logo, right? You might just have for example, let me show you how to set one of these up. Right now my desktop has all this stuff, but let's say I want to put a picture
Grade 9
up here.
Ellen, grade 3 ND. Grade 9 Ellen, grade 3 ND. Please
Probably
come
chose
to
the worst time to
Southgate.
do this. But anyway, let's choose all these different things you can put into the feed, right, into this section. So I'm going to choose an image, right? Create new image, and okay, let's go find an image to put up there. Pictures. All right, let's do some questions. Yeah. All right, so we get a big image, right? And now that's in there. Okay, so now I can do whatever I want with this image, right? And I can make it disappear if I want. Bye-bye. So that's how you add things. You remove them as well. Yes, remove the image. Okay. So that's how you can handle all that stuff, right? So really, it's mainly like, you think of it like a control room where you're switching between the video. I mean, with the video feed that you want to go for. If we're going to talk about things that I'm doing on my desktop, then of course I'm going to want to have this. But you can set it up to it only will work with it, like a PowerPoint, right? For example, PowerPoint. So the PowerPoint is set up to have window capture, and I think it's meant to be capturing whatever's happening in PowerPoint. This is my guess. Yeah, you can see. I loaded up PowerPoint, and now let's see. Let's try. Okay, let's try a PowerPoint slideshow. Now I'm hoping that if I go to full screen, this is actually going to display as a full screen. Yes. No, maybe not.
Q911, grade 3 NG.
Okay, doesn't seem to be.
Grade 3 NG. Please come to the south gate.
Right. So it didn't display exactly as I wanted it. When I did the slideshow, it didn't work. However, if I could probably do this.
Grade 4 Alicia. Grade 4 Alicia. Please come to the south gate.
Reading view. Okay. So I can do it this way. And then reading view would give me a chance to talk about these concepts of my slide. And you're seeing this, and I'm just giving the presentation, right? I'm talking about it, and I can refer to my phone. If I see some chat come through, I can probably look at it through my phone. Right, and so what we can do now, and let's say, okay, this is not enough. I feel like I need students to see me. I want them to see my face. So I'm going to go back here. I decided I want to fix that. I want them to see my face. I'm going to go in here and add another one. So you won't be able to see it, but I'll click here and I'll add my face. Right. So video capture device, laptop webcam. Okay, I'm going to add that in. Oh, there I am. Copy. Okay, so let me put myself down small and put in the bottom of the screen. Okay, so you can at least see I can deliver, with feeling to my lecture slides, right? So I go back to PowerPoint and then continue the lecture, and you'll still see me, and hopefully this is all great for you. So that's a brief intro to using the software. If you do have any questions, I mean, obviously this is just a really rough last minute sort of thing. I'm still working through some of these features, but it's possible to have a kind of I don't know, quite an interesting interaction with the students. Like, you can really present a lot of different things with this this kind of thing. I think it could be quite cool. Yeah, I think the other thing I will point out, right, is that if you're playing music, YouTube is pretty good at catching anything which is copyright, which is almost everything, right? So when I played the intro music with the video, that was all free downloaded stuff that you can find online, and I can provide that music there. When I'm playing this, I mean, I'm just I can play from my computer. I can play background music if it's licensed, unlicensed music, if it's free. But it's not not totally easy to just go and play some music from Spotify. Now what I'll do, I can play desktop audio. Right. So what I'm doing now is I'm playing some music here on my desktop, but I have this. This desktop audio is actually controlling that music, right? So you can still hear me. My mic is down here, but my desktop audio is playing, and what it is a way to include some music, right? I mean, this is just the free music that I'm playing in this other program on my computer. Right? When I use the AFK, I actually play music on a loop. I added the media source here, and I just found the music, and then I used the AFK audio, and that's just in a loop. Like, so you can choose a file in a computer and some music. Let's try that. Dance playing. GIF. Okay, well, that won't work. But you can loop, right? Let's say that was a music file. I could loop it and then add it to a thing. So if it was a music, it'd be playing in the background, right? If you wanted to loop something over and over again, that's what I use for the AFK. I use a video and an audio track, and just I made the video in PowerPoint and just okay, well, I think that's probably enough for now. There's no need to keep going on. A lot of this stuff is experimental, but this should give you an idea of like what you can do, and then give you some ideas for how you want to use this as a teacher. You know, when you got the tools, then you can sort of brainstorm and think, okay, how could I use this? It is also possible, completely possible, to just upload videos like on YouTube, right? So you can just go there, and instead of having a live stream, you can just record your lecture and then just upload it instead, right? So I'm going to go back to the channel. I'll show you. Right, videos. Right. Instead of just live, I just upload a video. Alright, I do it with my phone. Up it goes, and then students can watch it, and then I can ask them questions in Teams. So it's actually, you don't have to do live streaming. This is just for those kind of, you know, curious about how to take it to the next level, or even just how to just do the basics. And you don't even have to use OBS. You can just live stream straight to your webcam, and you'll have the webcam, and you can just give a lecture, no problem, right? In the webcam section here in the studio, you just go in there and you'll launch your webcam. You just run it. That's it. Yeah, and then you can go. So actually, there's a lot of basic ways to do this, and a lot of, you know, super complicated ways to do it. But I can provide you with any or all of the tools that I used here, and I'll pop them in the P drive, and you can come see me for more tutorials. But probably, you know, I reckon like the easiest way to do a tutorial is actually online. I mean, here, because I can step through it and you can rewind it and everything like that. So for now, I'll just leave it there. But if you need another tutorial in the future, some questions, feel free. Okay. All right. So let's transition back to the old, the old screen, and then there we are.
Grade 2 markers, please come to the south area.